Good morning, students. Today I'll solve 4037, that's additional mathematics, paper 2, variation 22, May, June 2015. Let's start with the first question. First question is about set. There are three sets given, A, B, and C. And I have this Venn diagram. Now, the way I'm going to do, first, look at this. I have some elements of A, B, and C. And it says that the universal set that everything is in here is supposed to be from 0 to 12. Okay. And then when I'm going to fill this thing up, this Venn diagrams, this circles up, I'm going to see that first I'm going to see which one is the common one for all A, B, and C. That's going to go over here. So 1, element 1 is not in B. 2 is in everything. So 2, I'll just cross it out. So 2 gonna go over here. Okay. Then I'll see 3, not here. Okay, 8, not here. 12, no. So that's it. Okay. Since I already find out that element belongs to every one of them, A, B, and C, then I'm gonna look for the elements that common for A and B. So A1, no. 3, yes. So cross out 3 and I'm gonna put over here. That place is only for A and B, not C. Then 8, no. Okay, now I'm looking for the common elements for B and C. So 4, yes, 4 cross out, that's 4, B and C right over here. And then 6 over here. I just cross it out so I'll know that which one I cancel out, which one I put it here. Then A and C. So 1, yeah. So 1, it's gonna be over here. Then 8, no. 12, no. Okay, sorry. 1 is gonna be here. Okay. Now 8 and 12, these are the elements only belongs to A but not any others. So this is 8 and 12. This is just cancelled out. So that's taken care of. In B, I have only one element left. This for this part is 0. And for C, 7, 9, and 10. So 7, 9, and 10. But that's not yet because I have to take all the elements, integers value from 0 to 12. So I'll just see that 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not here. So 5, 6 here, 7, 8, 9, 10, not 11. So it's over here. Okay, so that's been taken care of. And now I'm gonna go for state the value of number of elements in A prime intersecting B prime and intersecting C. So let's see what I'm gonna use the De Morgan's law over here. A prime intersecting B prime means it's as good as A union B prime. So if I take A union B prime is gonna give me 5, 7, 9, 10, and 11. And C, I have 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. So all the elements that common in here are, okay, number of elements, it's gonna be not 1, not 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, and 10. See that? 7, 9, and 10. So 7, 9, and 10. So number of elements in this particular set is 3. Okay. Now, next one. Write down the elements of set A prime intersecting B intersecting C. So A prime, all the elements in A prime, 0, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11. And B intersecting C, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, and 6. Therefore, intersecting common one here, I got 4. I got 4 here. And I got 6, 2 elements. It didn't say number of elements, so this is the final answer. Okay, that's for question number 1. Question number 2. The table shows the number of passengers in economic class. and in business class of 3 flights departure time. So this is these are the 3 flights from London to Paris. The table also shows the departure time for the 3 flights and the cost of a single ticket in each class. So these are the cost: 120 for the economy class and 300 for the business class, and there are the times for the 3 flights and number of passengers. Okay, all right, write down the matrix P for the number of passengers. So P for number of passengers. Okay, so I just block that one out. Okay, so what does P means? I just block it out. And matrix Q is the single ticket price. So Q is the single ticket price. So this 120 and 300 are the single price, ticket price, such that the matrix QP. So I need Q multiplied by P. Okay, now Q, I have 2 prices. So either I can write down the matrix in the order of 1 by 2 or 2 by 1. Okay, so Q is first, and then P, there are 3 columns, 2 columns and 3 rows. So I can write down it's either 3 times 2 or 2 times 3. Now, matrix multiplication is possible when the first one's number of column equals to second one's number of row equals. So I can see that this and this matches this. Okay, first one, this is Q, this is Q, this is P. So number of column equal to number of row. Let me write down here 1 times 2, and this is 2 times 3. So this matches. So matrix multiplication is possible, and the product matrix will have order 1 by 3. So 1 by 2. So I'm gonna write this one for QP. 120 and 300, and this is 2 by 3. Now I have problem over here. I have 3 numbers of rows and 2 numbers of columns, so I have to switch that. 60 and 50. Okay, number of economics class, number of business class. Then 70, 52 and 58, 34. Okay, so that's the answer for 1. Okay, coming to B, find the matrix product. So QP, all I have to do just multiply it. I'm going to use the calculator. This way, it's going to go this way and that way. Okay, so this way and that way. 120 times 60. So 120 times 60 plus 300 times 50. 300 times 50. I got 22,200. Okay, and then this row with this column, 120 times 70 plus 300 times 52. I got 24,000. And the last one, this row with this column, this one. So 120 times 58 plus 300 times 34. I got 17,160. Okay, so that's the matrix product. Okay, given R is a 3 by 1 matrix, explain what information is found by evaluating the matrix product QPR. Now QP, I already know 1 times 3, and R is 3 times 1. So that's matrix multiplication is possible, and the product matrix will have 1 and 1. That means, remember, it was a single price for each ticket, and then this ticket for this flight, and this tickets for this flight, this tickets for this flight. So total, when I multiply this, I'm going to get one single number, and that number indicates the total amount I received by selling all the tickets, or total revenue collected. Total revenue collected from all 3 flights. Okay, so that should be the information we'll be getting if we are multiplying QPR. Okay, that's 1 mark question. Let's do question number 3. Okay, this is a right angle triangle. ABC. AB is given 6 plus 3 square root 5, and angle B is 90 degree. The area given. So find the length of side BC. This is pretty straightforward. We know area of the triangle equal to half base into height. In this case, area is given 36 plus 15 square root 5 divided by 2. Then this is half. Base is BA. Now BA given, or AB given, so I'll just replace instead of base this one, 6 plus 3 root 5 square root 5, and H is nothing but BC, and that's what we need to find out. So BC, I can cancel this 2 out because there is a multiplication sign. This will come down over here. So if I take 3 common here, 12 plus 5 square root 5, and if I take 3 common here, 2 plus 3 square root 5 equal to BC. So 3 cancel out. So let me write this one to this side, BC, and 12 plus 5 square root 5 and 2 plus 3 square root 5. Now I have to write down in this form, so this is rationalization. I'm gonna multiply the denominator with conjugate pair of this. That means same terms with negative sign in between. It has positive sign, so negative sign in between. I cannot do that unless I do the same with the numerator, 2 minus 3 root square root 5. Okay, I'll just draw a line to have some room over here. So BC, when we multiply the denominator, it's gonna be A plus B into A minus B. So A square, that means 2 square minus 3 square root 5 square. And over here, if I take the bracket off, we're gonna multiply this. 12 times 2 is 24. 12 minus 3 square root 5, that means 12 3 is a 36 square root 5. And this one with this one, it's gonna be plus 10 square root 5 plus 10 square root 5. And over here minus plus minus, and 5 3 is a 15. And when I multiply this square root with a square root, then it's going to be 5. So 15 times 5, 15 times 5, that's going to be 75. Okay, so I'm going to put 75 here. Okay, now over here, 4, and that's going to be 3 square is 9, and square root 5 square is 5. So 9, that's, I think, 3, I think I made a mistake here. So, yeah, say that 3. When I take 3 common, there is no 3. So there won't be no 3. Oh my God, I have to do all over again this. Okay, so that's going to be not that. So it's going to be 5 only. And over here, 12 2s are 24. And this is going to be 12. I'm just going to use a different color for that. Okay, 12 times 2 is 24. And minus, that's going to be 12 square root 5. And over here, plus 10 square root 5 minus 5. And this is 5 minus 25. Okay, I think we are okay now. Now, 24 minus 25, that's minus 1. And minus 12 root 5 plus 10 root 5, that's going to give me minus 2 square root 5. Now, this is minus 1, and if I take minus 1 common, it's 1 plus 2 square root 5. This cross out. So 1 plus 2 square root 5. That's my final answer. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's what we got. Now it says that find a square, that's hypotenuse square. So using Pythagoras theorem, we know AC square equal to BC square plus AB square. And then BC we got over here 1 plus 2 square root 5 whole square, plus AB was given over here 6 plus 3 square root 5 square. So that gives me, if I take the bracket off, A plus B whole square's formula. So 1 plus 2 2 is a 4 square root 5. And then B square means 2 square times the square root 5. So 4, 5, 20. So that's 20. That's for the first term. And over here, 6 square is 36. Plus 12. So 2 times 6 is 12. 12 times 3 is 36. Square root 5. And when we square that, 9 times 5, 45. Okay, so that's that. And over here we got 21 plus 4 square root 5. And here 36 and 45, I think that's 81. 81 plus 36 square root 5. So when we take the bracket of 21 and 81, that comes 102, I believe. 21 plus 81, yep, 102. 4 plus 36, that means 40 square root 5. And that's the answer for J. Okay, so that's what we got. Let's do number 3. Okay, question number 4. A river which is 80 meter wide flows at 2 meter per second between parallel straight banks. So let's draw that. This is let this one is be the this two be the banks of the river, and then it's 80 meter wide. So that's 80 meter wide, and water flows. Let it be flowing this way. Volume of water be 2 meter per second. Okay. And a man wants to row his boat straight across the river. So if that man is over here, so straight across the river, let's put that one A and B. He wants to go A to B. Okay. Other bank directly opposite his starting point. He is able to row his boat in still water. I hope you understand that. Still water means volume of water, boat relative to water. Okay, that's 3 meter per second, and let me put this meter per second. Okay, find the direction in which he must row his boat. Now we know that water is moving this way. Okay, so he cannot go straight, then water current will make him to land somewhere over here. Okay, so he needs to make a line this way. Okay, he needs to row his boat in this direction. Okay, that's the volume velocity of the boat relative to the water, and this is velocity of the boat. That's 2 meter, and this one is 3 meters. So actually what I'm looking at, this angle here, and whenever I look at this triangle, this is 90 degree. This angle and this angle are equal. Let it be theta, because alternate interior angles. That's what we are trying to find out. So in this triangle, okay, in this triangle, let me draw the triangle again. In this triangle, this is 2, this is 3, and I'm looking at this angle. Okay, this is 90 degrees. So if we look closely, use the trigonometry, that adjacent over hypo. So cos, this theta equal to cos inverse 2 by 3. Okay, that's gonna be cos inverse bracket 2 by 3, and I got 48.2. 48.2 to 1 decimal place. That angle actually this one. So we can write down, it's going against the water current. So we can write down 48.2 degree upstream. Downstream is along the current. So upstream, or we can write down, this is gonna be 270 plus 48.2 degree. That's 270 plus 48.2 degree. That's 318.2 degree. That's gonna be the bearing. Okay, but this is good enough to write down 48.2 degree upstream. Okay, now it says the time it takes him to cross the river. So what can we do? We can find the distance AB, and then we go from there. Okay, that's one way to do it. So AB, the distance AB is going to be hypo square, that's 3 square minus this one 2 square. So 3 square is 9 minus 4 is square root 5. Now I hope you remember that triangle formula. This is distance, this is speed, this is time. So we are looking at the time. So time is distance over speed. Okay, so time is distance over speed, and distance, we have this 80 meter. Okay, so that's 80 meter, and the speed over here I got square root 5 meter per second. So if I use the calculator, I'm gonna get 80 divided by square root 5. That gives me 35.8 seconds. Okay, I think that should be it. Okay, 35.8 seconds in 3 significant figures. Okay, so that's the time requires him to go straight from one bank to another or A to B. Okay, let's do number 5.